Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Kryptocraft with your host, Nighthawk. I am here in the end, and we're going to do a bit of a just because project. A little bit of this is going to be experimentation, a little bit is going to be making a mess, but it's more talky than anything, I think. So what we're going to do here, just for the sake of explanation as to why I'm destroying all of these rails that I worked so hard to put into place originally, is we're going to rebuild the track system for the end that goes out to both, that goes up to the portal and goes back out to the Ender Killer, the Ender Farm, and replace it with high-speed rail with a little bit of a twist. The little bit of a twist is going to take a little bit of working out, but I think it will work like I want it to, with a little bit of adjustment. I think as long as we are careful about how we go about it, it should work pretty nicely. And be less lethal than the previous incarnation was. Assuming that Endermen don't get in the way and camp out on the track. So I've got a whole bunch of high-speed track. I've got a couple of launcher tracks. And I may have wanted to just keep... Uh-oh. Did you really? Where'd you go? Dang noisy guys. I may have wanted to just keep that track the way it was, actually. Come to think of it, just because... Well, we'll work on that partly. We'll work on this upper part after we get the rest of the track finished, I think. So, the talky part of this is going to be kind of the status of the Kryptocraft Feed the Beast. And there I go looking at another one. Where is he? Are we coming down here? Apparently he is not going to join us down here. Whichever one it was. I have no idea which one I ended up looking at. But yeah, the status of the Kryptocraft Feed the Beast series, for me anyway, this is my own viewpoint, and the others I'm sure will still be making videos even during our transition time here. So basically, what I've got going on here is I'm in the process of working out a custom mod pack for our Feed the Beast server that would be only for the Kryptocraft server and not for any other server or anything like that. So it'd be only for us. I started to do this before and it didn't make sense, putting this stop here. I guess what I really need to do first is go all the way down here and see if I can get an idea of where a cart will land once it is launched onto a launcher rail. So let's put a launcher rail, gonna launch from about here. We want to transition this slower, coming into it. I want it to go... Oh yeah, that's right. We got levers. So, yeah, I'm working on building a custom mod pack that will be just for the Kryptocraft members, and the purpose of that is so that we can have our own little world that we can build in and do things with, and basically it would be only us and be a little bit more unique in that regard. Of course, the trick is that building things like that takes a good bit of time, and with 1.6 just releasing and the 1.6 no, you stay put. The 1.6 mod pack, or the 1.6 Feed the Beast launcher and things of that nature, are not actually available yet, but are in development and should be available before too awfully long. Come on, there we go. That did not go nearly as far as I'd hoped. It went a long ways that direction, though. I don't know exactly where it went. Oh, there it is. That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty much the opposite of what I had intended to have happen there. Okay, let's... I could also do this with a track relayer cart, but they are a pain to make. So, back to the story here. What I'm planning on doing is... it's either going to be a custom mod pack that is just for the Kryptocraft group, or I may end up, depending on what, once the 1.6 mod packs are released, we may end up using something that is a prepackaged one, but has a little bit different combination of mods. The challenge here is nobody at this point knows when the 1.6 launcher is going to be released or anything like that, but we know that it's not too far out before that's going to happen. And as a result, we'll require a map reset no matter what we do when we transition to a 1.6 mod pack. There's just no two ways about that. Everybody knows that and is expecting that. But so that's part of why a lot of the bigger projects are not happening right now, and we're just kind of doing some of the more just kind of messing around type of stuff. I probably don't need too many sections of these boosters for this to work, just because the high-speed rail actually maintains momentum for quite some time. So let's go down here. And then we'll see if we can figure out how we can get that... see if we can figure out how we can get that cart all the way up to the surface, or to the top. At least to the midway point. That is not what was supposed to be there. Coming into the station here. So, and we also just started the vanilla server, and I have been having a blast playing good old vanilla Minecraft. It's been a long time since I've really done much with vanilla, and to say I've been spending a lot of time there would be putting it mildly. Do I have anything that I can use here? Not really. I guess... Well, that might catch the cart. Yeah, to say I've been enjoying the vanilla would be putting it mildly. I've been enjoying it a lot. Let's see what happens here. Bounce people out. Stops there. And it's off. I think I might need one more acceleration section there. Yeah, it definitely needs another acceleration section. But that does not get anywhere close to all the way up. That's hilarious. Whee! Okay, so let's go ahead right in here. I don't have that many. Anyway, I guess the long story short here is, yeah, I've been enjoying. Don't get me wrong, I love Feed the Beast. There's a lot of really cool things that happen with Feed the Beast, but I'm getting a little bit. I guess I'm just don't really have any good ideas for shorter term projects right now. Is a lot of the problem. It's a little bit noisy, but let's see what happens here. Yeah, it gets us about halfway up. And then we go flying back the other way. That is funny. And out. So overall, that part, getting down here works. We just got to figure out how to get back out. So yeah, and basically I just don't have any good ideas for shorter term projects that, things that would definitely be able to be finished by the time the server resets. Things like the Bee Mountain, there's some things that I can do with it, but it's at a point where the majority of it is it's stuff that I don't even remotely need at this point. There's, especially if I'm not working on other projects, there's just, I don't have any need for all the stuff that those bees are producing, and I don't know what else to do with it, really. Anyway, I guess kind of melancholy a little bit there, but the big thing is, you know, Kryptocraft as a whole is not going anywhere for sure. You know, we all enjoy playing with each other, and the vanilla especially has lots of things to work on. And I am getting distracted trying to build while talking here. So yeah, there's loads of things to do, especially on vanilla. Right now, we've got, you know, we're still very much in the getting started phases of things. So that's definitely not going anywhere at this point. Let's see, I think we're going to end up with just doing this. I wonder if... Now, here's something that I'm not sure exactly what is going to happen. Let's take this a little bit closer. Don't need this. Don't need this one right here. We're going to find out the hard way what happens to high-speed rail going up a hill. Because I don't know what it will do. This could be interesting. Down the hill should be okay with the transition sections that way, because it will just slow it down a little bit. But you're gaining momentum by going down the hill to begin with, so that should be fine. More track. And I don't want to accelerate it too much going into the end of this here. That should be okay. Let's go ahead and put another block here with a button. And get a cart and see what happens. Now this could end up blowing up the bridge. I'm not entirely sure. But for science, we need to get that a little bit closer. Oh, that looks like it works. Cool. Oh, heh. I just about put another card out there to ride down, but that's a bad idea. Let's see, we're getting halfway through here, but so yeah, basically the long story short here, Kryptocraft isn't going anywhere, but the Feed the Beast series on my channel is probably going to take a little bit of a vacation. It won't be completely gone, it's just not going to have a regular slot for a while. Oh, just barely. And not quite enough. I think I need more transition rails. That's what we're going to need, just a few more transition rails. Let's push ourselves back out. Charge! So yeah, it'll probably be more of a I'll record when I'm just in the mood to play Feed the Beast and not so much a regular series. At least for a little while. Once we get a little bit closer to where we're going to be starting up or doing map reset and starting up the new server, then probably, there'll be a lot of more regular stuff as we go right into that map reset with the finishing stuff up and things like that. And then once we are up and running with the new server, then there'll be a lot more, a lot of the new server stuff that we'll be working on as well. Try to actually do the dragon fight as a larger group this time. Things like that. There we go, that works. And I think if I change these to the dude. Nope, coming up here like that. There we go. Now, what should happen is we should put this last rail down the correct direction, and then we will get him out. Okay, that's weird. Apparently these high-speed booster and transition tracks do not work like they do on vanilla, or like the vanilla ones do. Let's do this. Let's go and break that. We'll put this track here, put that one not like that, because it needs to go this way. Break this. And let's get our button again. They didn't hold the cart. Okay, so yeah, I'm curious if there's still anything in this chest. Nope. Let's try this again and see what happens. And then we'll probably call it a good. A little bit shorter maybe, but yeah, basically the biggest problem is I don't really have any super inspiration for the shorter term projects. And it makes it a little bit harder to come up with good ideas for recording purposes and things like that. You. Out of the playground. What happens if we... Not there. If we put a lever here, that does power it. Well, that's on the way. Basically, yeah. So I'm definitely not stopping making videos. I just don't have a lot of good ideas for projects here, but there's plenty of fun stuff on vanilla that I'm wanting to work on, and I don't want to... The biggest thing is I don't want to be making videos, Feed the Beast videos, if I'm not really inspired and not enjoying it quite as much. Feed the Beast has a lot of interesting things, but I'm finding vanilla to be much more fun right now, so I don't want to make videos that I'm not enjoying, because chances are, if I'm not enjoying it, then you're probably not going to enjoy it either. Just the way it goes. We're just going to leave that turned on. And I guess that works. Not that anybody ever actually goes out to the spawner at this point, but hey, we made a rail to it, or upgraded the rail to it. So, anyway, yeah, that's going to do it. If you do have ideas for stuff that you'd like to see me work on here, by all means send them in comments, or yeah, leave a comment. And yeah, I'm certainly not going to stop making videos here entirely. They just won't be as regular as they have been. And we have beat the game. So yeah, anyway, if you have comments, concerns, likes, dislikes if you must. You know, the only thing I ask with dislikes is that you tell me why you disliked it too. Helps me out, helps me make videos that you guys enjoy. And yeah, that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.